Oh, shit. Hello.
Greetings and salutations.
Ah, it sounds like you're not at the office. It's a different mic.
Definitely not. Better late than never. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, you're on stream. Yeah. So.
Hi, Salsa. Hi, Boba Fish.
You can see the chat.
How do you pronounce? Is it Cahil Ratio? Cahil Ratio? Pan 1961.
I'm terrible at pronouncing names.
Trevor.
Can't pronounce half the names in the cutscenes in the AQ worlds these days. They got some crazy names.
I've never heard Legion Demon Maltrace talk before.
They're always in the chat.
So how are you doing? How'd the stream go?
Stream went alright. Give us some of the codes that Alina put in the chat throughout the stream. We just gave it the last one.
Awesome.
Yeah, checked out the new event and talked about the Kickstarter a bit.
Oh, yeah, I've been thinking about that a little bit.
Any more changes, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've
cool.
And thank you for giving us your advice and recommendations on behalf of the community, and also want to thank Gold Raven and all the other people who have been sending in things. We've been making changes and improving it the best we can.
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot more suggestions and stuff after that. I've seen a bunch.
Yeah, J6 and Dage went and made modified versions of the Dage tier and the 3 epic armors.
Oh, cool! The Dage tier as well.
So the 120 tier will have those included, but then also have the special variant versions.
Oh, so is the 120 tier getting a Dage version? Is that?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I like that. That sounds nice.
Yeah, so I was working on the trailer today, and this really awesome YouTuber goes by King Altion. He recorded like every cutscene in all of AQ Worlds at really high quality. So he was helping me edit the footage, and he basically just uploaded everything, and we just threw it all in it. Seeing the old cutscenes is something.
If the $250 tier going to stay
the same
when it launches on
Tuesday. The game can scale, right? Because it's vector, so you could scale it up to like 8K if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's the best thing about Flash, and what really bums me about changing it into, bitmap art.
Yeah, is it? You're kind of locked in a whatever resolution you make the bitmap stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could re-export it again, but the hand custom made stuff will be locked.
Yeah.
You look as tired as I feel.
Yeah, I've been up
long
since
stream.
4. I've been up since like 4 today. 4 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
It's 7 or 8 now. 7 o'clock. Yeah, I've been up working outside today. But yeah, so there's updates for the Kickstarter. Yeah, I don't know what else was to talk about. So
oh, it's the Ocean. Hey, Ocean.
Yeah, Ocean's in the super chat asking about $250 tier. Is $250 tier gonna say the same when it launches on Tuesday? That's what they
There's
asked.
a lot of cool people in chat. It's cool seeing all these people here.
Yeah.
Well, let's end strong. We got 5 minutes. Whatever. This is anything goes. Let's get crazy. Chat, dominate this stream. Ask away.
Yeah, if you have any questions,
anything I know
Artix,
the answer to it. Anything.
Ask it.
We want a Miltonius Artix cinematic. Glad you asked, because he's actually working on animating that logo piece. he told me he was doing something over the weekend, and he would surprise me with it, and I'll get it in the last minute.
Ooh, that's
probably not what you're asking for. Occam's Doll Razor. That is a great name. All right, let's see what we got here. The RAR one is really great. The RAR commercial. What exact date is Infinity Hero Class releasing in AQ Worlds? Well, Infinity Hero Class will release when it's ready in Infinity, but it's not going to work in Classic AQ Worlds because it's going to use all the new tech.
Oh, so that's one that's going to be Infinity only.
Yeah, that one would have to be. Graveland Body Pillow.
Yeah, that's a
Slash Card Clasher restock. I like how you put them together. That's how the government passes bills. Just kind of slide it in there.
Both of them. Yeah, the Graveland Body Pillow
is 67 your most hated number? No, I wish it had stopped being a thing before I caught on to what it was. My children came home and were like, "We're not allowed to use that number at school." I'm like, "Can we use it at home?" And then they told me to stop because I just do it like all the time. All right, let's see. Is Close Alpha in Infinity will be available on mobile? Oh, so Android is really easy to release for. iPhone is not. And as long as we can sideload onto Android, we'll do that as soon as possible. Will there be an early access for the games? Games only get one launch on Steam, so I'm scared you will hurt the success of the game. I'm scared we'll hurt the success of the game too. So yes, we'll be in early access on the live version, but the keys will unlock basically the real version of the game. And then we'll flip the switch, and that's when we'll get the big visibility round on Steam. Good thinking.
Yeah, so yeah, the launch will matter quite a bit on Steam.
Artix, you remind me of Tom Holland. Just realized this now. Both look and spirit. How would you have been as Spider-Man? I don't think so.
Isn't Tom Holland
Wish
British?
I was.
Yeah.
Is there any Heromart stuff or general merch you wish you could... Wow, this chat's going fast. Wish you could make again. No, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that I wish we would have actually made, like, the lab, the current one. We're keeping it.
So.
But we're going to chop it up and put other offices up there because we don't need as much space. So we're just going to chop it up. And we're going to keep the lab, but we're just going to keep the front part. Pardon my cough. So when I was moving stuff around the office this week, I found the box that contained the original Jerkath action figure mold. Like we had it created, just we never had it produced.
Wasn't it shown somewhere, like on the side notes at one point?
Yeah, the wings are huge.
Yeah. That would have been cool. Cool figure.
Let's see. Artix's voice is like one of those dudes from Sesame Street talking with the mascots. Are you implying I sound like Kermit the Frog?
Batteries X super chatted $3.65.
Here. Did Ocean ask a question? I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah, he asked earlier if the $250 tier was going to be the same when it launches on Tuesday, when the Kickstarter launches on Tuesday. Is this question?
Yes, it should be the same. I don't know if you guys know this, but like Ocean was a beam of light on Twitter for me. There were some days that the only reason I could actually look at Twitter was because I knew he would make some nice post on there. So yeah. Ocean, thank you for making the internet a nice, giving hope when I would go online. Ocean's awesome.
Jesus, $100
for someone who once was involved in the private server side for the game and now doesn't touch that side years later. Would the skills
what are the founder pets looks like for AQ Worlds Infinity? If I send you a picture, are you able to post it onto the stream?
Sorry, I had text-to-speech in my ear. What's that?
If I send you some images, are you able to post them on, or like show them on the stream?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can grab these.
That Reezex super chatted $3.
If you want to ask me a question from the chat, I can
Doom Knight
respond while
Overlord
searching
and
for
Paladin High Lord coming back too?
Yeah, someone sent a $100 super chat and asked, from someone who is involved in the private server side of the game and now doesn't touch that side years later, would the skills gained from programming, flash design, etc. disqualify them try to participate in the dev side of any games in the community? Not quite sure what they're asking, but
I think I know. And the answer is everybody at Artix Entertainment forgives fast. And because we all came from a culture where we learned on programs and things that our humble beginning, almost everyone of our team has the same story. I think that puts you in a better situation. I think those skills make you more valuable, both to us and other studios. I don't think anybody holds that against you.
yeah, I don't think that would be anything against you. Probably a good thing if you know what you're doing there. Invite YouTube.
Okay, I found them. Okay, first. This isn't final. I'm so sorry for my cough.
Oh yeah.
But
oh, cool. Anxious.
This is the Infinity Platinum Dragon.
1 second, chat. What up?
And then what's coming next is the Evolved Infinity Platinum Dragon.
Okay. After this. 1 sec. All right, there we go. This one. And I think evolved this is different image. Yeah, okay. Copy that. Sec chat. Setup's kind of. There we go. It's the evolved one. Old and new. Yeah, so they're both on the screen right now.
So Ranks made this version after posting the updated new one where he evolved it. And the first comment in chat was, "This doesn't look like the Platinum Dragon." So he goes, "Okay, hang on." And then he went back to work and he came back with the previous pick. This was the one that's on. Oops. The one with the horns was the one that was made first. Yeah.
This one.
What do you think?
This one looks kind of like a. I like the old look with like the gemmed out shiny claws and stuff. Looks nice. This one looks kind of icy. It's more icy than gem looking to me.
It does. Those hard edges do give it a little, give it a little shine, like gems or ice.
It does have a cute. It's got a cute like some about the eyes make it look kind of a bit cuter than the other one. Detail there, but the chat thing.
At Emptywell super chatted $2.11. The Evo looks like Dragon Lord class armor.
You is gross, to be honest.
The Evo looks like Dragon Lord armor. It's the old one. Is the Evo one? I think.
So wherever this one gets placed, they're just both going to come together.
Yeah, so both the versions are releasing.
$2.36.
Yeah. That way, if you like the old one better, you'll have it. And if you like the new one, you'll have that one too.
Are both of the versions of the old ones coming out or just the shiny one?
We're not going to re-release the rare ones, so the updated ones and the evolved updated one.
Okay. Cool, yeah. Could have both. This one matches more the style of the new game, right? Or in general. So these are going to be like founder items?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and is the founder going to be on the bottom tier of the Kickstarter, or has that been decided yet? Or is it the...
You mean on the $1?
Yeah.
I think we're just going to be purposefully ambiguous about this. I don't think anyone who pledges $1 is going to be upset in any capacity. If anybody was like, why isn't there a $5 tier? Why isn't there a $10 tier? Just get the $1 tier. You're not going to regret it.
Ever going to be restock?
I don't think anybody's going to regret anything in this Kickstarter.
Yeah.
We purposefully, like, it kind of seems like there's really good value at every tier, but like we left room to over deliver, and this Kickstarter has to, no question.
At Nixby's super chatted
$20,
how do you balance realism with the art and just polishing the current art style?
I balance realism with art and just polishing the current art style. Yeah, the art style is like changing a bit for AQW Infinity, right?
Yeah, and it's hard to see this in context, right? Because when you look at it side by side, like I really like the old, like, classic AQ Worlds art, like Miltonius Nelgath. He had a very like passionate style of drawing art. It was very simple, but it, like, you could tell it had that passion. And then these glow ups, when you kind of see them in context, they look really good as bitmap, art. They probably would be too complicated. Well, I don't know. Our artist went crazy. Like, it's insane that AQ Worlds runs it all with the art that our new artists.
Yeah, the stuff at AQ Worlds now compared to what it used to be is like night and day. It's
absolutely bonkers.
So I missed a few super chats. Ocean asked, I have another question for Artix. Is the Heromart where you have Dage Sword as a pet ever going to be restocked?
Is the Heromart where you have Dage Sword as a pet?
Yeah, I think there was a Heromart item that came with a Dage Sword pet. I don't remember exactly what item it was. It was like a post. I think it was like an art piece, like a poster type thing or something like that. And it came with a rare Dage pet. I think it's something that people would really like to read. I think I would probably sell it if it got restocked.
Future Dage poster, maybe?
No, it's not the Future Dage poster, because I have that. It's on my wall right next to me. I don't have this sword, but it's a pretty old, or it's an older item. It's like probably like 2000 and probably before 2014. A pretty old.
I'm not sure, but I'm going to screenshot this and I'm going to send it over to Strike.
Yeah, they probably know what that would be. But yeah, I think if that did get restocked, that'd probably sell pretty well. Probably. I think a lot of players would want that.
Right. Nixbis says, how do you balance realism with the art and just polishing the current art style? Realism. I don't think we have anything that looks real. Like,
I think there's a few things as jokes. Though one of the staff members in AQ Worlds has their cat as a pet, and it's just a real picture of their cat, and it's so funny to see that in the game and the way it's animated.
That is realism.
It's actually one of it's a really cool pet. But other than that, I don't think it's anything too realistic. Like, I think they're talking about the shading getting like more complex as time goes on.
Okay, yeah, like how crazy all of the new armors are.
Yeah, have you seen that new the most recent one that Krulong did?
Which one?
For the gifting tiers. That armor.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it yet.
It was for the gifting tiers in December. That armor is the most insane thing in AdventureQuest Worlds by a lot. It looks like it probably took them like a week to draw it. Or longer, I don't even know how long, but it probably took them an immense amount of time.
Super chatted $5.
Yeah, what's the name of that armor?
Will the current Heromart badges / items on AQW transfer over to Infinity?
Oh, someone asked if the current Heromart badges and items on AQW are going to transfer over to Infinity.
Back on that realism comment, yeah. I think Artix Entertainment gets the award for being consistently inconsistent. And I think just letting the artists do their thing, like the goal is to, 80% the same and then 20% to improve things where we can. And that, it doesn't mean just like for the sake of it, right? Like we want to add improvements where things can actually be improved. The boss fights are a good place for this. And you can see like in the It fight and the elementals and Bloodrat, like Immortal Joe went a little bit like crazy with Spider, making the boss fights more dynamic and having area of effects, like actually having like boss fight mechanics.
Oh yeah, the new boss fights in Infinity look. Or I mean, I played some of them already. They're really good compared to what we got in Worlds right now.
And I think the artists really listen to the player feedback and make changes based on what they hear. So I think we'll just let them keep doing their thing and we'll see what looks good and keep evolving.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Griffin Master. That's what I was talking about.
Well, the current... Oh, go ahead.
No, you read that.
Empty Well says, will the current Heromart badges items on AQW transfer over to Infinity? Yes.
Yeah, I think all the... Are there anything that sticks out that isn't transferring?
No. Will it work right away? No. You'll have the badges, you'll have the placeholder things, but it won't all be converted. So that'll be the biggest challenge is prioritizing and can things like pets, for example, must be manually converted. There's no way to auto convert a pet. So pets are going to be a big problem. Fortunately, there's only so many thousand of those, so...
At Wallaby Beatles 26 super chatted $4.
Rezek says, Doom Knight Overlord and Paladin High Lord coming back too?
Artix. Are you planning
Wait,
to
they don't
restock
exist
the
anymore?
Card Clasher at Heromart anytime soon?
Sorry, just gonna turn down the alerts a bit. All right, I can't hear you half the time because the text to speech I got on OBS, but yeah, question, planning to restock the Card Clasher. Yeah, Card Clasher is coming back, chat. We said there was a Zynos post about that today. They're having I think they said on the Zynos that there's like logistics issues with getting Card Clasher. Something about that, I don't know.
Okay, so it is coming back.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here to answer that. Thank you, Korey.
You're welcome. I read the design notes.
You're in charge. I work for you now. We're good.
Is the Wheel of Doom going to be in Infinity? Someone asked.
Oh, wait, we're at Lemire. Very specific. Is it possible to make the light size? Oh, I don't know if it'll be. Maybe not. Undecided. Lemire says, very specific, is it possible to make the light scythe Graveland collection pet stand behind the player so the Graveland's cape doesn't cover the player? I'm going to screenshot that and send it to Alina.
Yeah, that's...
What are good skills to cultivate? I am a current D&D 5e dungeon master and law student. Would be happy to do free work.
I don't know, but we will find out.
Yeah, that's something to send over. Oh, we got a question here. Someone sent $100 super chat, and they asked for someone interested in either working with AE on the story side or potentially doing other work. Law student myself, so I like legal work. What are good skills to cultivate? I'm currently a D&D 5e dungeon master and law student. Would be happy to do free work. Oh, they're willing to work for free. I don't know if that's legal, but...
Not legal. You're a lawyer. But I love DMs, especially 5e DMs. So I guess I could suggest to Beline to put some writing contests up when we have Infinity Live, and we can start bringing in some like guest writers that we always find our most talented team members through these kind of like community contests. It's how we found Dage. It's how we found, oh my gosh, like so many of our top people throughout history. Really, like, I loved...
I feel like it's been a minute since there's been an art contest, right?
Yeah, it has been. Now we only pay for content. We do piecemeal pay. We don't accept any free work. So any writing, if we're able to work together, would be compensated.
For sure. All right.
All right. Let's see. We got a couple backlogged question.
Yeah, they're coming in fast.
Wally Beetle says, "Hi, Korey. I have a question for Artix. Are you planning to restart the card clasher at Heromart anytime soon?" That is just going to go straight over to Strike. Gonna send that here. Just gonna spam him. He flew back up today. He was down here this week.
Oh yeah, he was in the call the other day. Yeah, Card Clasher is being restocked, chat. It's on the design notes. I made a video about that today. It's coming. Yeah, Card Clasher. Everyone wants Card Clasher. They said that on the design notes that the class is getting like a rework and stuff. So, and that's gonna be coming out in AQ Worlds probably in the next few months, or if maybe a little longer than that. But it seems like it's pretty close from what they.
What a more interesting version of the box. The pyramid boxes were too unwieldy. The square ones were just not thick enough.
I have this.
I want something that looks good on display.
The pyramid ones were cool. I don't know how you could top that.
What we did for the Dungeons and Doom Knights box, where you have like the gold foil and that like really thick, high quality, like that's what everything needs to be like.
Oh yeah, gold foil.
It's got to look good on display.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had the rectangle box and it doesn't really, not really a looker. It's just kind of sitting on the shelf there.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying, Ocean. I see the Aegis with Bank Pet. I will send that over.
Oh yeah, you got the specific one. For what that
Player
was.
slot available says, Steam is getting sued right now for having gambling in their game. Is it perhaps best to prepare for the worst, best, and avoid it? Yes. There are so many legal changes happening right now. It is horrifying. I mean, look at Discord. I feel terrible for Discord. They built probably one of the best products in the past decade, right? Decade and a half. And they're being forced to make these changes. They don't want to, right? They're just caught in this legislation, doom spiral. So and they make these changes and then everybody blames them for it. And I don't think anything, chat, IRC,
they did have that data breach.
Forums, yeah, their data breach didn't help them from a couple months ago.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
But I think these laws are going to change everything. And eventually maybe it'll work out. Maybe it'll actually be better, right? I would love for this is going to sound like terrible, but I would actually if globally loot boxes were completely destroyed, gone, legally removed. I think it'd be so good for the gaming industry because
games.
Well, the big companies that really go all in that are only loot boxes, you can't compete with them on ads. Mm-hmm. They have infinite, they make so much money off their whales. They can afford all the ads. So small companies we can't compete with their ads. We can't even afford ads because of the state of the industry. But if that went away, it would make it a level playing field. We'd be competitive. We haven't been able to buy ads since 2015.
Yeah, so even outside of video games, it seems like most of the ads you see are all gambling, sports betting, and all. It's just they just dominate the market for any advertising and I think the advertising gets more expensive for other people, right? Because you're competing against what is basically infinite money for ad space.
Money glitch.
Yeah.
Did you see that somebody put on one of them poly markets, somebody put a big bet down for that aliens were going to be announced in the next by the end of the year?
They found them.
It's what the heck is going on?
Raid Shadow Legends, yeah.
A couple of questions coming in here. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go. I was just talking to fill air.
Aiden Niles 1788 asks, for people in the Tampa area, is the underground secret lab open for visits? Also for the Kickstarter, is it possible to expand some of the tiers? Lastly, can we add the action figure classes to IOTA? Well, it depends. If you're in the Tampa area and you want to help us move all of the things from the office into storage, we would love to talk. For the Kickstarter, what tiers would you like to see expanded? And I think we're pretty close to being locked in since we're going live on Tuesday. The action figure classes, since we're definitely not going to be remaking those action figures, I'm just going to copy and paste that one over to Stan and underline action figure classes.
Wait, so you're actually open to the action figure classes returning, even though you can't really do the action figure, like the actual things again?
Well, I don't make the final calls on anything in AQ Worlds.
Yeah.
Like that team, they know, they got their finger on the pulse. Like, you know, I give information to them that comes in, and whenever they have something delicate, they'll come ask me. But you know, every one of the games works the same. They have a dedicated team, dedicated leadership. I get them whatever they need to run the games, and they're in charge of making all the decisions, the calls. It's basically like they have to be in charge.
Yeah.
And I learned this when, you know, remember back 2003, we had AdventureQuest and we started making Dragon Fable. I think that was 2004. And there was a period where I was running both AdventureQuest and Dragon Fable. And like, you know, we always worked with a high degree of like autonomy, but like, man, like I was on top of every release. And then when MechQuest, I was trying to run all three. And eventually it became obvious that, okay, I got to let the AQ team do its thing. Whatever they need, I can check in, because I used to try to play the releases every week. I'd sit down, we would start the Monday meeting. Every team lead would join us, and we'd plot out everything. And like, it got too hard. And then like, they kind of had to like wrestle the games out from me. But once they had it and they owned it, they did so much better, because when I was trying to like run everything, like it got in their way. So what kind of became the pattern after that is AdventureQuest, you know, Hollow, he runs that thing, awesome. Dragon Fable team runs it, it's awesome. Alina and, you know, Yoshino and the AQ World team, they run it, it's awesome. I go build the new thing. And then the team forms around that, and then they'll run it. Like Reens is already poised to, she was running AQ Worlds, and she'll be running Infinity. And then I'll probably go work with Dragon Fable team to make Dragon Fable Infinity and AdventureQuest, you know, original Infinity.
Are all the new versions gonna be called Infinities?
I don't know. What do you think? I'm shopping it. What do you think?
Huh. It wouldn't be the worst. I don't think it doesn't sound bad when I first heard it right there.
I think what will happen is and it's vital that AQ Worlds Infinity is great. You know, like,
yeah,
it has to be. Everything depends on it. It's like the first Lord of the Ring movie. If we make the first Lord of the Ring movie bad, you don't get the other sequels, right? It has to be everything. It has to set the bar. And then we take all these tools we've been spending so long developing, and we apply them to everything else we've done, and we keep it all and we move it into the future. Talking about the future, Empty Well says, how do you see AI shaping the future of the games industry? And have you integrated any AI tools into your students' current tech stack? Is this where I get canceled during the stream? is it time to get canceled?
Yeah, I think you'd be fine. I think most of the developers already said they've been using AI for coding and stuff in the back end. I think the Baldur's Gate 3 devs came out and said that recently.
Well, okay, so one, we're not doing any art or animation with AI. Not for the existing games. Maybe sometime in the future, but we have no plans. Like right now, just, you know, keeping everything like we've always done it. coding's a weird thing because I don't know how, like, Visual Studio has IntelliSense, and you don't get an option. Like, AI is just turned on, so it like makes code suggestions for you.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's not like, ooh, we're using AI to code. It's like they're forcing it on everybody that codes. So it's kind of like when you use Google search.
Yeah.
You know, you're not thinking, oh, I'm using AI when I'm Google searching, but the first thing you get back is this giant wall of AI text.
Yeah, that's on every search now. Not even just
Yeah,
Google.
you have to like purposefully not use it.
I don't even think you can disable it.
Exactly. And that's how it is when you code. And it's like spooky. Like it's like horrifying. You like type something and it just knows what you're doing.
And it's tracking all of that, of course. So it can feed itself.
Reese EXX says, can we get more Mirror Realm stuff that was peak? Which Mirror Realm stuff do you feel was peak? Because I think my favorite Star Trek episodes were always the Mirror Realm episodes, like all of them. And I lament the fact that we didn't get a real Star Trek: The Next Generation like Mirror Realm episode. When we go to do it in Infinity, maybe we expand it and make it deeper.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, people like that. I think Mirror Realm is aesthetically one of my favorite. Definitely one of my favorite looking maps and areas, and just seeing all the characters, the Mirror Realm versions of them.
Cicero is exactly the same in both sides, right?
Is he?
I think he was the exception. I think Twig also.
Okay, I don't think I caught that.
I think like true chaos beings don't have a mirror opposite.
Yeah, that would everything makes sense. Yeah.
That's gonna give a shout out to Queeblets. Good to see you.
Apparently Cicero was different, so maybe he's not. Maybe he's not full chaos. He runs a loggery instead of an armory.
All right, so I assume Korey really does need to wrap up this stream, so we're going to answer these questions and then we're gonna call it a night. You ready, guys? Speed round. Bonus speed round.
Let's do this.
Nixbis says,
how does one prove their skills on the programming technical side?
Spider seems to be a special case. But then, if I wanted to do something, I wanted to make sure that I am properly navigating the legal landscape. Oh, I see. So roughly translated, that is, I totally hacking and I made my own clients and I made mods and just, you know what? Same answer as before, right? So there are three components to being like, gosh, I wish we'd done this earlier because I'm really tired. So the most important thing about getting a programmer actually doesn't have anything to do with coding. It comes to your moral, ethical, reliability like compass, right? Is what kind of character do you have? Are you somebody that can be trusted and depended upon? I could talk for hours on the topic of, because I've talked to so many people in the community who have, done crazy things, and we reached out, and we're not a hostile company, right? Like we always try to right to take the high road and work with everybody.
I have a little antidote about this. Go
Root?
Ahead. You know Root?
Of course I know Root.
Well, there was a year where Call of Duty had a beta, right? And there was a viral clip of someone cheating in the beta. You know who that was?
Does it grow under plants?
Yeah, it might have been growing under plants. And it was his name it was him cheating in the clip, yeah. He gave it a stream and laughed about it, so.
I'm pretty grateful to Root. He's really done a lot to improve the security and integrity of our games. I find him to be a very dependable person.
He seems pretty good at what he does.
But there are people who are really talented that, you can trust. And like their interactions with other people are normally how you learn this.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Because I think there's a lot of people that are talented, but finding people with good character, that's what really is important.
LA sent the super chat asking for a raise.
Wait, let me get down there. If so, that's the best uses of super chat ever.
It's the full message says, I just spent it in here. JK, you're the best.
All right, Ocean sent another one. Hey, Korey, I have one more question for Artix. What Heromart items will be available for add-ons? We made 2 new items. One is an Infinity shirt. I think, I want to say it was Lay or Ranks made like they took the Eternal Dragon of Time and they did like a cool thing with it. Okay. So kind of excited about that. And then we made some bookmarks, which just to have like a very inexpensive add-on.
Are these physical things for the Kickstarter, or? Yeah.
So once you do the Kickstarter, some Heromart items will be available as add-ons.
Oh, nice. And then they're new items, a bookmark. That should be cool.
Some will be new. Most of them will be existing ones, and they'll be roughly the same prices on Heromart. But some people may have never seen like the coloring book or, the things we have. Yeah. Remy Dijon 3186 says, will there ever be a new Battle Gems game? I like that game too. So I must finish current games before I go do new games, but I would like to do that. Yeoman Vlad 43087 says, Canadian dollars, $6.99.
Nice.
Excellent. Best question. True. 42. Lederhosen. Smurf. Those are answers. Then they paid again and said, is Deddy coming back? I will ask Voltaire tomorrow, because Voltaire right now, like literally right now, in a bar here in Tampa, nice. Is playing a concert. And tomorrow, he made this new movie. Like, I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who produced it, but he was instrumental in the movie. I can't say the name on stream because I don't want to get Korey demonetized. Demon monetized. But every town that he's touring in, he bought out a theater in each town, and the night after his concert, they're showing the movie. So I'm going to go see the movie tomorrow. I don't know who I'm taking with me. I asked Stage to come with me to go see the movie, but he's going to this Ren festival where he's going to dress up in armor and do like real life like sword fights in armor in the blazing hot sun and possibly rain. Will his armor rust? So he said he might be too tired afterwards. And I asked, I've been asking everybody, maybe Warlick will go with me. But I will ask him if we can bring Deddy back.
Yeah, that people would really be all for that. I feel like we should have got the Heromart team in here for the interview. Like, every questions about Heromart stuff.
Yeah.
People really want to buy stuff from you, Artix.
That's I'm humbled. Thank you for making the Artix Entertainment team able to afford food. Thank you. Aiden Niles 1788 says, Stranger tier in custom armor. Oh, the mysterious Stranger tier in custom armor. I have everything ready, just worried it'll be gone in seconds. But Artix Patreon to help support? Would love donating. I'm concerned about the people who are like eyeballing the mysterious Stranger tier. You're crazy, right?
There's yeah, I think people like, I think if you had more than one slot on there, people would probably be taking it. I think there would be, you probably have a handful at least from just the comments I've been reading.
We can't go past 3. Like, ideally, it'd be 1, but it could be 1 or 3. It can't be 2. It can't be 4. It has to be 1 or 3.
You're okay. You're making it.
And the other tier is like, we didn't put the limited quantity to capacity. We put them like lower. So Kickstarter lets you increase the number. You can't decrease it, and you can't like change things once it's live, but you can increase the number. So we have like a small reserve. So we'll see. Those custom weapons are like very stressful. Like, I stay up at night just kind of like secretly like wishing, I'm like, oh, please let the best people get these that are like really nice to work with.
It's gonna be like normal commissions, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of the artists have worked with that.
I guess.
I don't think
it. The ones we've done in the past, it's a lot of work. Like, we're very grateful for the work, but like it's a lot of work.
But you're not doing like the individual codes this time, right?
No, it's all or nothing. So if somebody gets a custom item, they can have it completely unique to them. Either way, their name will be on it, and it'll be, special.
Oh yeah.
Or they can choose to make it available to all the other players in the game through any of the ways that'll be available to, put it out there, buy it from your statue, get it from a quest, etc.
Yeah, people were asking earlier in the stream if the custom weapons and stuff were going to be able to have like animations and stuff like that. Is that part of what you can ask to be made?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so maybe if that's kind of crazy, that might be a.
We'll have to or I probably should have just said like yes to that. So things will have to be within reason. So we'll get the base art, and then there's a lot of wiggle room for what we can do, and we want to make sure that everybody that gets a custom weapon gets something truly like amazing, like that they're really proud to have, something the artists are proud to have made.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. I can't wait to see what people come up with for that, to be honest. I always like seeing when people can ask for whatever they want, what they come up with.
Me too. When we did it for AdventureQuest 3D, those were harder items to make. There's not a lot of limits for these items because we can make anything.
Yeah, it's the 2D stuff, yeah.
All right, last question. Here we go.
Last one, all right.
Wait, first, a message from Ziltoid984. I'm coming back to this game for the first time ever since I played this game as a kid. This game was everything to me growing up, and I've always regretted not buying the figures whenever I saw them. Oh, thank you for that. That's a really nice message.
Yeah, it is. I also wish I got the figures, but all
right, last one. Here we go. King HE2DE. Any chance to add a tier that comes with a class similar to the Master of Moglins? Please, I want to give you all my money. Just give me a reason. Well, the $25, the founder tier, does come with a really cool class, which will be the Infinity Hero class.
Yeah, and the other one comes with all the AQ, well, a bunch of the new AQ Infinity classes too.
Yeah.
You don't have to farm them, or however they're obtained. Get those. And isn't like early access to the class, or the way it was worded on there is, I think it's like early access to them.
Yeah, so there's like 3 components to that, right? One, if you don't have the classes, you're going to get them regardless of whatever the requirement is to unlock them. That includes, I mean, basically it's all of the classes are going to be released through the 13 Lords of Chaos and during that period of time. So, you know, if a class comes out for gold or reputation farming or ACs or whatever, you just get it unlocked immediately.
Yeah.
2, we need to make sure that the players who are at this tier get first shot at it. They get to test it before anybody else is allowed to test it. And then 3, we're going to have, you know, rebuilds of classes like Umbra and Infinity only classes that use Infinity only skills. They might break terribly. It would be glorious. But
Can't wait. Okay, so you will get to try them early. That's cool. That'll be cool. Someone said they're gonna make their custom weapon just Gravelin. Anyway.
Well, Korey, thank you so much for letting me be on tonight. I'm sorry that I got on here so late.
Oh, better late than ever. It was good. It was really good. So thank you for joining, and I very much look forward to seeing what the Kickstarter is like on Tuesday. That's gonna be great.
Absolute chaos. Can't wait.
Yes, I will be there when it goes live. Hopefully, I might do a stream. Might be a fun little stream to do or something when it goes live. Actually, might be a cool idea because it goes live at like.
Thank you again, Korey.
Anyway, yeah. So
and thank you everybody in chat.
Yes, it's late. So yes, thank you. And that's all we got for tonight, I guess. Have a good one, Artix. Thank you for being here. And yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Adelon.